Food prices have been going through the roof, everybody, and so you got to figure out how you can make the best decisions you can. One of the ways I do is don't shop just at one place, and don't shop at regular grocery stores unless you're buying stuff on sale. I've literally gone to, and this is no knock on Giant, but going to Giant grocery store and just grabbing some chicken, and then next thing I know, it's $40. I like to shop actually at BJ's is one of my stops. Fresh World Market is another one I like to go to, and Restaurant Depot. And buying in bulk is always going to help you. So, looking here at the chicken breast, Wesley Farms, their boneless breast right now, they have gone up some. They used to be $1.99 a pound, but still $2.69 a pound. That's $13 right there. Now, keep in mind, if you have a big family or you have a bunch of friends that you want to go shopping for, well, then you can go ahead and go to Restaurant Depot if you have a business, and you can basically get a case of chicken for about $50. It's 40 pounds. So trying to buy in quite a bit, and what you can do is say, I've got a bunch of friends that I want to share with and want to get a best price. 40 pounds, you got 4 families, everybody gets 10 pounds, and it costs them $12. Great way to save. Now, we have free range chicken here, which is still a better price. That's $4.69 a pound for theirs, so that's cage free range. I know my daughter had bought a bunch of chicken from Giant, and I think it was $6.69 a pound, so that's definitely a lot better price wise. So I'll be letting her know that one too. All right, so our bag of avocados here, $7.49. There's 5 in a bag, so that's about $1.50. Not a bad price right there for those. Definitely like that. And ended up getting some peppers, like the 4 peppers here, $4.99. So that's like $1.25 for the peppers. So definitely buying in bulk, buying here. Oh, you may buy the bags of pre-cut romaine. So this is like $4.49. So this is like 3 bags of what the pre-cut stuff is, and you can wash it all. Go ahead, cut a bunch of it up, put it in a bowl, wash it real good, because you've got to really wash those things, and put paper towels underneath of it to collect the extra moisture, and end up making a really good salad that'll be tasty and all. And so I got me some chicken, a big pack of chicken. It's $13. We'll grill that, be able to have that for some chicken tacos tonight. We'll do a chicken salad, or we can actually make chicken salad. So definitely good ways to make that money go a little further. Actually, I'm surprised here because a bag of limes, wow, $3.69 for a bag of limes, and you've got to see about 12 there. So that's about 4 for $1. Grocery store right now, they're like 2 for $1. Definitely a good price. Lemons, 2 pounds for $2.79. Really good deal. So these are one of the reasons why you definitely want to go to the warehouse to stock up on a lot of things. Buy in bulk, save a lot. See, now this is actually a pretty good price here. So for the tuna, $9.99 for 10 cans, although they don't put much in the can. They do have the wild caught, which is 10 cans for $11.49. That's a pretty good price for that. Definitely buying a case. For example, Rotel. I love using Rotel for when I cook my beans and things like that, or making some salsa and things. 8 cans for $8.49, so that's only $1 a can. A lot cheaper than if you're buying $2.49 for 1. And hey, if you need some rice, look at this. $21 for a 25-pound bag of rice. Rice, a great staple, great way to go ahead and have a filler. Price-wise, that's a fantastic price. So definitely check them out. And I'm going to go ahead and get, I like my black beans. And so a case of beans, here we go. Boom. 8-pack, $7.99. That is a good deal, because that's $1 a can. You're usually finding at the grocery store $1.50 or more. Definitely a good way to save some. Well, here's our cart right here. And we did spend quite a bit. We spent $350. But I'm going to say that we did pretty good, because I guarantee had we gone to the regular grocery store, we would have spent a whole heck of a lot more. Just the chicken breast alone, there were a couple things in here that really added up on the price, because I got like a big thing of pistachios in here, and that was like $18 or so. But for the most part, everything else is actually pretty good. Actually, it's me. I'm the spatial one to get it all fit in here. All right, let me get this groceries in. Okay, so we've been to BJ's, we put away all of our groceries and things, and we of course have sticker shock. Here's the reality of everything's costing a fortune. We have our favorite restaurant that we've been going to, pizzeria, for years. We got a large pizza, and we got 3 really big, salads to go with it. It was $90. My wife went to Giant because my daughter was getting ready to take her final exam for nursing, and we wanted to do breakfast for her, and so I just sent her for a few things. She came back with 1 bag. It's $50. So we all know that the price of food is going through the roof. Now, again, we ended up spending about $350, but we got a lot of stuff that'll create a lot of meals. And so what we're doing today was, I've got that 4 pounds of chicken. I ended up taking some lime juice, some garlic salt, some chipotle chili powder onto it, some McCormick's Montreal chicken seasoning and putting on there, and dill, and I've got the dog, of course, barking. And we're going to grill that, and we'll be able to have that for a couple of meals. We can do some tacos if we want. We can do like a shredded bowl. We can make some chicken salads. So that's a great way to get that money to go, because that was $13 for that 4 pounds. Really good price. What I'm doing right now is, we did buy a case of the Rotel, and we bought a case of black beans. Now, I'm going to take a couple cans of this black beans. I've got a pepper in here. I've got some onions that are going to go in here. I'm going to saute those, and I'm going to make kind of like a vegetarian chili that'll be really great to go with the chicken. And I took a can, this is a real good one here. I took a can of the Rotel that's in here. I had some cilantro, fresh cilantro that was in there. I had a couple tomatoes that were getting really ripe, and I took an onion, and look at this. So I made myself a nice picante sauce here. I ended up using a little bit of lime juice on here, and again, we end up not buying bottles of lime juice. We end up buying bags of limes, and we actually squeeze them with the squeezer and get ourselves plenty of fresh lime juice. Another great way to have fresh lime juice cheap. And I put some chipotle chili powder on here, some garlic salt in here, and if I had a jalapeno pepper, I would go in there. But look at that. You can't beat that. And the great thing is by using those cans of Rotel, and I'll use the can of Rotel in here with the beans, I'll end up using the chipotle chili powder, which you can kind of get a sense of. We'll go ahead and we'll cook a couple of cups of rice. So we'll have rice, we'll end up having the chicken, we'll have the fresh beans, and the avocados aren't quite right. But this is Chipotle at home. And I know it sounds like a lot, but if you take a family of 4 to Chipotle, you're going to spend $60 to $80 easily for that. We're going to be able to do this for, the pack of chicken. It's $13. The cans of beans right here are going to cost us, that's about $2 worth of beans right there. A pepper and a couple of cans of Rotel. We're talking about $25, and you got enough chicken bowls to feed 10 people easily. So these are some ways that you can go ahead and eat really good at home. And this is not like when I grew up and we said, oh, we got McDonald's at home and it's white bread with a greasy burger on top of it. No, this is actually really, really good food. And I'll show you when we're all done. Alrighty, so here, this is that pack of chicken that we were getting from BJ's. I brought it back home. I put some lime juice on this. I ended up putting a little olive oil on it, chipotle chili powder. I split the breast actually in half to make it a little bit thinner. I've got a little bit of cumin on there, and I've got some dill And this will be really, really good. We're going to cook this nice and high. Now you can see how much chicken that is. That's a good bit of chicken. And if you were going to go to Chipotle for dinner tonight, you're getting about half of one of these on your bowl, if you're lucky. So you can see how much we've got right there. This is $13 worth of chicken. We've got, I went through while I was making the beans. I got 2 cans of beans so far on this meal. I've got the $13 of chicken. I got the 2 cans of beans, which cost me about $2 by buying a case of it. I got 2 cans of Rotel, which cost me again about $1 a can, so that's another $2. I got an onion. I got 2 tomatoes. I got a jalapeno pepper, and I have an orange pepper in there, and I have 2 cups of rice. Altogether, this meal for everybody, which is going to be enough to feed 6 to 8 people easily. And if you really want to get crazy, I did buy the big pack of romaine lettuce. If you wanted to make a salad to go with it, you know, a couple more dollars for that. Under $25, you can make a hellacious bowl with lettuce on it, with the rice, with the beans, with the chicken, and we got some cheese in the fridge. We can grate some cheese, or if you buy a package of the Mexican cheese, they had the big blocks of them, 2 packs of those, I think were $9, which were like probably about 3 pounds worth. So this is one way that you can eat really good and keep your budget still up to speed. So we're going to cook this, and then I'll show you everything inside. Okay, so let's recap what we did for this $22 right here, okay? So here's our, it's not Franks and beans, it's just beans. But this is our black bean, kind of like a chili here. Again, a can of Rotel. We got a small orange pepper that's in there. We got the black beans. We've got an onion. We got some jalapeno slices in there and some cilantro. Great flavor on there. And chipotle chili powder and some cumin in it. Fantastic. It will knock your socks off. You can add more cayenne pepper or more jalapeno peppers if you like it hotter. 2 cups of rice right here. Boom. 2 cups of rice. So we got rice. We can make it in a bowl. And of course, we've got our chicken. And here's what I'm going to do for you for the chicken. I want to show you. Here, come a little closer. So if this were Chipotle, you'd see Chipotle, of course, taking some of this fresh off the grill just like we did. And chopping this up and putting it on your bowl. Now, you know, look, you see the juice right there. Look at it. You see that juice is just coming out of those? Look at this thing. Come a little closer. Come on, don't be shy. Don't be shy. This chicken, cutting from the camera from the wrong angle. But look at that. Look at that chicken. Look at that. I can literally squeeze. Look at how much juice is in there. It is juicy, full of flavor, incredible. Now, I'll make a bowl. I'll put some of that Slap Your Mama on there, hot sauce, and this will be a great meal. I love the grilled chicken. And if you want to actually save even more money and get more flavor out of your chicken breast is actually really, really expensive. That and chicken wings. Don't ask me about chicken wings. They're so expensive. But they are. Get chicken thighs. Chicken thighs, because the darker meat has the oils and all the flavor and stuff in there. And you do the same thing. Shred that and make tacos. Again, these are easy, simple meals that won't feel like they're the same. But you can do enough beans for a couple of days. So you can do a shrimp bowl one day. Excuse me, not a shrimp bowl. Chicken bowl one day. Next day, you can end up doing street tacos. The next day, you can take this chicken right here and just put it on a salad. So you could go through and literally buy like 2 packets of this on Sunday, cook those, and you're covered for a couple of days on what to eat. And even if you don't eat all this now, you put this in the fridge and maybe you make yourself some green sauce. And you take a piece of this and dip it in some green sauce. incredible snack. You can take this chicken, you can shred it, mayonnaise, celery, onions, a little bit of dill, salt and pepper. You got chicken salad to put on some bread. Great ways to make your money go further. Stop eating out. It'll cost you too much. And stop going to the regular grocery store because they're ripping you off. Peace out.